Okay everyone, so today we're going to create this granny square, different than the usual granny square. It has been around for quite some time already, and I'm going to create it for you today. I want to give a big shout out and a big hug to Lisa St. Martino. Big hugs to you, my dear. And I'm going to use this multicolored. It's pink and light green. It's got a little bit of terracotta color in it. I don't know if you can see it. Camera doesn't do its justice, but I'm also going to use this multicolored green for these leaves here. 2.75 hook, a sewing crochet needle, that's to do these leaves, and of course a pair of scissors, and I have an 8mm bead pearl. You have to be careful sometimes when you're choosing your pearls, your beads. The hole is too small, your thread might not fit in it because they have many 8mm, but the hole is too small, and I've got tricked once by that. So let's get started, everyone. I hope you're going to enjoy this tutorial. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. It's extremely important. Thank you. So the first thing you want to do is the magic circle. If you can't, then do a 4 or 5 chain, depending upon your tension. I'm going to do 1 chain to secure it. Pull my string a little bit. I'm going to come back in, do my single. 1, 2, 3 chain. This is the size of a triple. I'm going to come in, I'm going to do 3 triples or 2 triples more incomplete. So we're going to have 3 altogether. And then close it all at the same time. So I have 4 now on my hook. That's including with this. Okay, so 2 chain space, and again, turn twice, come back in, incomplete triple, and again, and close it at once, chain 2. We're going to do this 8 times. This is for a project that I will be working on, and because I don't want it to take too much memory on my mobile, then I prefer to do it separate. And anyway, there's always people that want to learn different grannies, so it's always best to have a separate video when it's projects this big, to have it separated. Not necessarily everybody wants to create the project itself, they just want the granny, so it's best to have it separate from the pattern. Okay, so we're going to do this 8 times. I'll meet you at the end. So I've came to the end. I've done my 2 chain. I'm just going to go where we closed in the first one with a slip stitch. I'm going to cut my thread a little bit longer to have it tucked in, and I'm going to pull on here. Now, it's not necessarily that you have to do pearls. You don't have to put anything if you don't want. I do it for the purpose of bring out the pattern, the beauty of the pattern a little bit more, so I like to add them on. Gives the pattern a little bit more sophistication. But like I said, not everybody has to use pearls. You know, sometimes people don't like to use them for either not to step on, or certain things on their furniture. They can't put anything on top because of the pearl, right? Now this one here, we'll bring it to the front and add our pearl on there. So just bring it over to the front. Of course, I'm always using a smaller hook. It just pulls right through all my threads. By the way, people, you can order these threads if you want. All the information, the pricing and how big and so on and so forth will be in the description box. I did a live video and explained there's a high demand on these threads, so I said I would ship them out. So at one point I'm going to do a video just with the coloring of the threads and the number of the thread, because here in Europe, or in Portugal I should say, they don't go by names, they go by numbers. These are 4-ply 100% cotton thread, top of the line, and they're only sold in Portugal. So if you're interested, then you can let me know. It's 100 grams per ball, 325 yards in between there, and they're $12 including already shipping, but you need to order at least 6 minimum because it's too much time at the post office for one only. Okay, so I've put in my bead end, and now you want to go exactly right across so it doesn't become crooked there, bent, looking funny, and just pull your thread coming to the back. And then we're going to tie it in the back. I'm just going to go through these loops back here, pull my thread, and I'm going to make a knot just to make sure that nothing comes apart. So I'll give it a nice tight knot here, and I'm going to do a second one to have it secure. So I'm going to come through the loops again and hide a little bit more the thread. Of course, there's never a dull moment in this house. Garfield the cat must be around bugging the dogs. I call him Garfield because that's who he is. He loves to bug the dogs all the time. And there's never a dull moment in this house, right? Now I'm coming in with my off-white. I'm going to leave the string a little bit longer so I can tie it in, tuck it in well so that nothing comes apart. I'm going to come in any of the spaces here, do a single and chain 2. I'm going to come back in and create my shell of 3 double crochet. That single and 2 chain is already a double crochet. Coming again and doing 3 more. So this is like the corner of the granny square. Okay, then we're going to do 1 chain, coming into the next space, doing 1 double crochet only. One chain, coming into the next one, and doing again that shell. So that's the next corner of the granny square. 3 double crochet, 2 chain space, and 3 more double crochet, all in the same space. 1 chain, coming into the next one, and 1 double crochet, 1 chain, doing the 3rd corner. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 2 more double crochet. And I got a knot on my thread. Finally got my knot out. Okay, so 1 more. So now we have the 3rd corner. 1 chain, 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and we have the last corner, which is the 4th corner. 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet. 1 chain, 1 double crochet, and 1 chain, and close it in on the 2nd chain from the single and 2 chain we went up. Now we're going to do the walk. I call it the walk with a slip stitch to the center. On the corner. So we have a single. I close in with a single. Chain 2. I'm going to do 2 more. Now this is going to be an incomplete shell. I'll complete it once I come around. Now we're going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come inside of the space just before the double crochet and do a double crochet. 1 on top of the double crochet and 1 right after the double crochet. So we're creating the 3 groups there. 1 chain, coming in and doing the corner again. So this is the second corner. Remember that the first one will complete it once we get around it. So 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and 3 more double crochet again. 1 chain, coming again inside, doing the double crochet, 1 on top and 1 right after. 1 chain and complete your 3rd corner. Okay, so just complete exactly what we just did here on these ones, and then I'll meet you here to finish up the last corner. So I'm arriving almost at the end. I did my 1 chain, and where we started the 3 double crochet, our first corner, we're going to complete it now. So we're going to do the 3 double crochets because we already have 3, right? And we're going to come in on the 2nd chain there that we started for that first 3, and we're going to do a double crochet sideways. So we're pretty much in the center of our space here. 1 single, chain 2, and we're going to do again an incomplete. We'll close it up once we come around, and 1 chain. I'm going to come in and create those 3 double crochets. I'm also going to add it onto my pattern. 1 chain and go into the next space and create the 3 double crochets. 1 chain and into the corner. I'm going to add my pattern already here on this corner. So it's a way to teach you also how you can add your pattern. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come in the corner with a single, and I'm coming directly again in my corner to complete my square. One chain. I'm coming in back to back in my first space with a single and coming directly into, actually no, I'm not going to do 1 chain because that single is already like 1 chain. I don't know what I was thinking. So I'm coming directly into back to back where that space is. So this single that we did, it's like as if we'd done 1 chain space. Okay, so continue again with your 3 and again into the next one, single, come back in again in the front, complete your 3 double crochets, into the last one, single, and into the corner. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do 1 chain because here in the corner, remember, we have a 2 chain, and this single will give me the 2nd chain. So close in with a single. So I have my granny squares already all added up. 1 chain, and then I will complete my granny square all the way around. 3 double crochet, 1 chain, and into the next space. One chain into the corner and do your shell. 3 double crochet, two chain, and 3 more double crochet. 1 chain, and again, so we're almost at the end. One chain, and we must go and complete our shell at the corner where we started. So we need to do 3 double crochet, 2 chain, and come on the second chain that we started. We did the single and 2 chain, and now we can cut our thread, tuck in our loose end, and we have the 3 of them attached. Now we're going to go into the leaves. Of course, I didn't think about placing my purl properly on there, but it's fine, that's okay. Just turn it a bit and it all looks perfect, right? Okay, you guys, so you need to cut 2 meters of your thread and fold it in half, okay? And the 2 ends, put it through your needle, okay? So now I have my 2 ends here, and this part's going to be going into the pattern. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is come from the back to the front, and you're going to hold the little loop leftover thread here a little bit and hold it with your thumb so it doesn't get away. And then you're going to come through this first space here. Okay, so once you come through that space, you're going to come back in just keep holding your thread, your little thread there. You don't want to lose it, okay? And then you're going to put your needle right through here, and we're going to come out on this side. So make sure you fix it properly. Now, this is going to go over here again. The difference is we're going to go from here up to the last one, okay? And you need to hold your thumb there so it doesn't get away. So we're going into the top area, and then we're going to come right back down, but into this area. If you need to rewind, then you probably need to rewind to make sure you're getting it, because sometimes it can look confusing, but really is not. It's just a question of holding your thread so they don't come apart. I'm just trying to fix my thread here because I don't want it to look funny. Okay, so once you've done that to that side, we're going to come right back in this way. And come back in to the first one. Okay, and this is pretty much how you have your leaves done. Now you're going to turn it to the back, and without cutting, because we're not going to be cutting all the time, where we have that single here from that one double crochet that we did, we're just going to put our needle through it. Okay, and we're going to go out into the front already from the back. This way we don't have to cut anything. Okay, and then you turn, so you're basically right in front again. And now you're going to go into the first one. You're going to come back in. You're going into the second one, coming out on that one. You're going to come back in. I'm just going to bring it over. You're going to come back in so you can see. And you're going to come out on top. You're going to come down into the center and come out over here. And then you're going to come back into the center. Just pull my thread because I don't want all four of them, right? Into the center. And then you're going to just come right back out here again. And again, you would repeat the same thing. Come to the back, into that single, and right into the front again. That saves you from cutting and tucking and, you know, saves you all that hassle. So now you're in this one. I'm just going to pull my thread. I don't want four. So again, into this one. Come back into the middle in the bottom. Into this one and into the next one. Into the middle and into the top. Into the middle, into the next one. And into the back again. Okay, so now you got your third one. Turn into the back. Into the front. Just going to pull my threads here. into this one, into the middle, and into this one. Oops, that wasn't too smart, was it? Sorry. Did I get it right? No. Let's try that. My goodness, sometimes I'm telling you. Okay, into the front, sorry. Into this one here. And then here and here. You always make a mistake somewhere. And trust me, I know you guys are going to make some too. And into this one. Bring it down into this one. Into this one. And into the last one. And then you can just tuck in your loose end. So I'm just going to cut it. Go through with your hook. Separate one. Give it a few knots. If you need to rewind, then rewind and look at it carefully, because it's so easy to make a mistake. It's so simple to do, but yet we still make mistakes, right? I'm going to give it a good 3 knots just to make sure that nothing comes apart. And then you're good to go. And so, pretty much done. A little beautiful little leaves, isn't it? So I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being there for me and enjoying these tutorials. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. If you want to follow up for the pattern, then I'll leave the link once I am done with the pattern. I'll put the link on both. On the pattern, I'll put the granny square, and on the granny square, I'll put the pattern. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Just to let you know, because I know some of you will ask. So these are 8mm squares, granny squares, or centimeters, not millimeters, sorry. 8 centimeters, okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Till next time, bye-bye.